Hey, this is Zach from DYF Freelancing. Today I'm answering a question that Ben asked in the DYF Accelerator community. So let's take a look. So Ben asks if he should be adding friction to his pre-qualification process for leads he has coming in or not. And this is something I think we can all relate to. You know, we don't want to jump on the phone with somebody who's a tire kicker or who could never afford our rates or who doesn't really want to book us for the kind of work we want to do. But Ben is kind of in earlier stages, and in my opinion, the answer to this question depends on your current pains and goals as it pertains to like sales, basically. So the way I answer this question, and for some context, Ben has been a very busy boy. He's been working through the blueprint and he's doing some really cool like lead generation stuff. He's had some guest appearances on podcasts. He's been building his LinkedIn following. He has his own podcast coming out and all the other like blueprint marketing steps that we talk about in that course. And so he's starting to get some leads coming in. And so Ben, my answer for you is that knowing where you're at, knowing that you're kind of in this like honed, pre-scaffolded stage where you're still trying to figure out what people are motivated by and what people want and that sort of thing. I think that the name of the game for you should probably be lowering friction as much as possible. But once you've got your first clients booked, or once you're starting to get annoyed with unprepared people and feeling like they're wasting your time, or once you're getting a lot of calls booked and you have kind of like an abundance of calls and you want to raise the quality, that's when I think scaffolding in the form of pre-qualification questions and stuff will make sense. So for you, the listener who's not Ben, ask yourself, what is the current goal? Is the current goal to get as many clients as possible? If so, reduce friction, make it as easy as possible to get on the phone. And then once you hit a certain milestone where you're having a certain amount of calls booked, then what you do is you aim to raise the quality. So for you, it might be a threshold thing. I'm a big fan of doing threshold changes. So whether it's like thresholds to raise your rates, thresholds to add qualification, whatever it may be. The way this often looks for me with rates is it's like, okay, let's say I want to work with 2 clients a month. How many leads do I need for 2 clients a month? Let's say 4 good leads. And so once I have more than 4 good leads coming in, I can raise my rates, or I can add more qualification questions to make sure the calls pan out. At this point, I pre-qualify people very, very, very heavily before I jump on a call with them, because I don't want to do sales calls that aren't going to pan out. I find them at this point in my consulting business to be a waste of time. But then conversely, in DYF Freelancing, I'm wanting to get all that data. I'm really loving doing all of these calls in the DYF Accelerator community because it's helping me understand where people need more support and it's informing the courses that I'm creating. So ask yourself, what is the goal right now in my business? Is it to get as many clients as possible? Is it to learn as much as possible about what the clients care about? Or are you a bit further down the line where you have a honed service offering, you know who you work with, and all you need now is to just make sure you don't waste time with people who aren't going to pan out? And use that as your deciding factor for whether to add more or less friction. Hope this helps. And if you want to join the DYF Accelerator community, where you can get answers like this and come on to live coaching calls as well as weekly accountability calls, you can learn more at dyf.link/DYFA. That's it, really. I've said my piece. Hope it helps, and see you next time.